Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2019, the album Dad AF. Rock on, Gold Dust Woman. Okay, let's get into this video. So today's video, before I get into anything else, is sponsored by, yes, Adam and Eve. Thank you, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring this video. Adam and Eve has given me, if you don't know what Adam and Eve is is basically where you go and you buy all your sexuals and your romanticals and all that kind of stuff, okay? It spices up your relationship with yourself or a lot of people. It just, whatever, okay? There's costumes over there, there's things to eat, there's all kinds of edibles, there's games you can play with people. I love a good game, Monopoly, I don't know, take off your clothes-opoly, whatever. There's all kinds of games to play over there. There's little things that you can give your husband and wife, your partner, whoever, okay? There's all kinds of great gifts to give over there. So, all you have to do is go to adamandeve.com, which is listed below, and you get a 50% off. Hold on, I want to make sure that I get this right. With code Peter, my name, okay? Family friendly. You get, with code Peter, you get 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. So go check out adamandeve.com. Thank you, adamandeve.com, for sponsoring this video. Okay, let's get into today's video, which is a recap of the Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star, episode 6. Okay, I went in here actually, and I wanted to see what each of the words were that flashed at the beginning, you know, because I just can't pay attention that closely. So, just so you want to know, if nobody else knows, you know what I'm talking about, like at the beginning when it says The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star? It actually goes, the dark world of Jeffree Star, the selfish world of Jeffree Star, the cruel world of Jeffree Star, the lonely world of Jeffree Star, the scary world of Jeffree Star, the beautiful world of Jeffree Star. And I had seen it flash, and I had seen like one or two words, like I think I saw dark, but I didn't know anything else. And so I wanted to know like what it said, so I slowed it way down and screenshot each one last night. Okay, let's talk about episode 6. First of all, I feel like episode 5 and episode 6 could have been the same episode, but I'll tell you why I think it was important that they were not, okay? Is that episode 5 was leading up to episode 6, which was the reveal of the product. I think that it was so important that the reveal had its own episode exclusive to itself, that it didn't, you know, like, it didn't have a lot of other things to it. Now, I have to tell you, okay, now I have been speculating a lot about the drama on here. Somebody commented on my video the other day and they go, don't talk drama about Shane and Jeffree anymore. I'm like, what am I supposed to make videos about that, okay? Nobody wants to see me make videos about cats, okay? They don't want to see me make a video about, I don't know how to make a dinner up in the kitchen because I don't cook, okay? That's why I got my review channel. I go through drive-through places. But anyway, so, you know, like, I knew that they probably weren't going to address the drama before the episode because I thought that they were going to, you know, like I said this yesterday, that I think that they're going to wait for everybody, James, Tati, you know, their palettes to come out. I'm kind of starting to wonder if they're ever going to address the drama, and I'm going to discuss that in just a second. But I have to say, episode 5 for me was just lackluster. It was just okay. It was just not that exciting. I feel like they kind of dragged it out. I said that in my video the other day, but I didn't think it was horrible by any means. I thought it was fitting and appropriate to the series. Episode 6 to me, in all honesty, was probably, and I say this in every episode besides 6-5, has been my favorite episode so far. I mean, hands down. It was so, I don't know, it was just really, really cool to see how excited they both got about this whole thing. There was a scene like when Shane opened the palette at the end and Jeffree was like looking at it and he was like this, and I don't know why it was that moment, but you could just see that Jeffree Star loves the art of makeup so much and the business of makeup and all of that kind of stuff. But there was just like this one moment he was just kind of like this, and I was like, he just is so for me, I love when you can see that somebody is so incredibly passionate about something. I just love that, right? So yeah, I was very excited to see all of this unfold and, you know, all this kind of stuff. I will say this, I was thinking about this as I got done watching the episode. Let me fix my hair. I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. Okay, so anyway, but I was thinking about this, you know, that Jeffree Star has talked so much through the years about his formulas and things like that. Now, I know they cannot come on camera and show exactly what their formulas are, because obviously we've already seen that people wanted to steal it and things like that. But I do think that it would be interesting if we kind of had gotten to see a little bit more background than just that, other than like just hear your colors, pick them, and whatever. That's my only thing that I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of. The rest of it, I think, was shown just really, really well. The background of how you put a palette together, the selling of it, and all this kind of stuff. The music that Shane and Andrew picked for this episode was just so heartfelt, endearing, and beautiful. I thought it was the best music for any of the episodes so far. And of course, the song at the end was the song that they had started the whole series with, which to me was interesting because I got a lot of comments from people saying, is this his last episode? Is this his last episode? Because it did feel like that. It felt like the end of the episode, but they still have episodes 7, 8, and 9, of which they are going to apparently wrap it up. Jeffree Star stated that they are still filming. I had speculated that they were still filming and that they were going to show the, back end of how things went up. We saw in this episode that Shane Dawson, I think it was this episode, wasn't it? That he sold something ridiculous, like $500,000 worth of merch in 20 minutes. I was like, this is unbelievable, right? So, they're showing all the background of this. I thought this episode was by far, it was the most exciting for me to watch because at this point, I feel like I've watched it with them. I've gotten excited with them. For the whole process to kind of go down. So this was the one for me, not the only one, but this was the one for me that like really stood out and I was like the most excited about. So I'm really excited about their release on, what is it, Friday? Is it Friday? Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's Friday, they're doing a countdown. I think if you go to his Instagram story, he has like a countdown going on over there. There was the other day. So anyway, I thought the episode was beautiful. I think the palette is beautiful. That is not my deal, so I can't wait to start seeing some of the reviews done, and when people are like, is this a really usable palette? Is it not? Things like that. I'm sure it has to be very, very scary for them, that there will be some drama or controversy that comes around all of this. I did think it was interesting when Jeffree was talking about how there's always drama. It was so sad. The dog stuff in this episode and the whole series overall is just so sad to me, and it makes me really feel for Jeffree because, it's one thing when you're like doing all that and then, on that level too, can't imagine owning a business on that level, but then you have all this stuff in your personal life too and you're supposed to like separate it. I thought it was great they showed that. I thought it was really, really great that they showed that. That he said, I would just cancel this normally, but I'm not going to do that for you in your moment. But that he really explained, to Shane and Andrew, like what that's like for him, like to have to, I thought that was great. So anyway, so that was that episode. I have to say, I started watching this episode. I did not expect any drama in this episode. When I saw the title of it, which is like the palette reveal or something, I knew they were not going to address any drama in it. I actually was kind of okay with that. And I want to go in and I want to read this message that I got from somebody. Hold on, I asked her if she wanted me to shout out her name. She hasn't said yet, but she said I could read it out loud. So she said, I'm going to leave my 2 cents here because none of my friends really care. I started the Shane series really excited for Dramageddon. I, like everyone else, wanted answers. They skipped over the drama in the most recent episode and a lot of people on the Twitter are really upset. But as much as I want to see the bi-sister footage, I'm really glad they cut it, at least from this episode. This episode was slightly bittersweet, but it was such a beautiful moment for Shane. And if they included the drama in these episodes, the sincere moments would have been glossed over. I'm glad the reveal of their hard work wasn't spoiled by petty drama. I'll be disappointed if we never see Dramageddon, but I'm glad that for this episode, they set it aside for what really matters. And I totally agree with that. I just wish this. I wish, because I do think that Dramageddon 2 was such a huge deal of what went on in the last year, I wish they would have made episode 5 and 6 1, but I understand, or if they had maybe make it 10 episodes instead of 9, because I really do think the drama deserves at least one episode to discuss it. Now, I want to tell you what's interesting about this, okay? So I saw on Twitter that Jeffree Star tweeted out, hold on, let me get to it. He tweeted out, we are still filming, here I'll put it up right here. We want to show the truth and behind the scenes of launch day, Shane's huge meet and greet this Saturday, and a lot more, okay? So that means that the next episode is going to be launch day. That's episode 7, okay? Episode 9, the last one, is going to be a recap of everything that happened from the last year. They're not going to do drama in episode 9, which means that they would have to leave the drama to episode 8, okay? I'm starting to think that they are just going to kind of glance over it. I'm starting to think that it will either be 5 minutes of an episode and kind of like, oh wow, we're all shocked, and to move on, or I think that they won't address it at all. I really, really surprised, and I don't know why. I don't know if legal is involved. I don't know if Shane has been threatened, like, if you talk about this, I'm gonna come out with some things. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I'm not gonna speculate. You know, well, I guess I just, you know, kind of, I mean, I have no idea. I really don't, like, you know. But I will tell you what's interesting underneath here was, after Jeffree tweeted that out, somebody tweeted to him, are we going to be getting an episode on drama or ... question mark? And Jeffree Star has quickly deleted that comment, but he quickly deleted his response to that. And his response to that was, go away, you sound so annoying. We literally just gave birth to our baby, and that's your comment, pathetic. And then people underneath here commented, somebody said, you tell him, J-Star. Someone said, wait, there's a deleted tweet. Did Jeffree say something? And then somebody responded with Garrett's deleted tweet. And then somebody said he didn't lie, though. And then somebody said, yeah, but I want the drama, too. And then somebody said, a lot of people do, but they don't owe us anything. They've done so much and given so much since the series started. And some people are coming across pretty ungrateful. Selfishly, at one point, I wanted the T2, but I respect them. Also legal. And then the person that asked the question originally responded and said they don't owe us anything, but it's effed up to speak like this to a fan, which I agree. And you know, I would really like to see that background. I mean, if you're going to show us who Jeffree Star is in a 5-part series or 3-part series before or whatever, and now a whole year, could we see the Jeffree Star that deletes tweets and gets upset and that? Could we see that Jeffree Star too, instead of just the calm and collected Jeffree Star, and then allow us to make our decision of who we think he is? You know, I think a lot of times when we see YouTube, not just Shane's series, but overall, it's very much like taking a flashlight and showing, like, we only see as the audience where the flashlight goes. So we only see what people show us, right? I don't know that I've ever seen in a Shane series that Jeffree Star that is deleting a tweet and going off on a fan. I have not seen that. I have not seen that addressed. So, you know, I think that's interesting. And here it is, and someone said they just revealed a project they have been working on for so long. You didn't even mention the palettes. This is just no need for drama. You chose a bad time, and the way you asked wasn't very cool either. It just revealed my work, and that's what I was asked. Okay, and then it goes on and on and on. The drama was two creatives among together and making something amazing. Okay, and this is where it goes in all this. Did we think going into this series, I'm asking, did we think they were not going to address the drama of Dramageddon 2? Okay? Here's my thing, is that somebody said they don't owe us anything. Well, we didn't ask for the series. They chose to do the series, okay? I'm grateful that they did the series. I'm grateful that I have food to eat tonight, too. You know, I'm grateful that I have a house to sleep in and that I have, you know, health today in my life. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. At the top of my list, as much as I enjoy the series, is not like at the top of my gratitude list. I'm just saying, okay, let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100, right? What I don't understand is why we aren't addressing it. Okay, now we've addressed Morgan, and people all wanted to explain that was because they wanted to explain the beauty influencer part of like how beauty, you know, all that. You know, we've seen personal lives of both Shane and Jeffree brought into it and how that has compromised the business aspect of it. Do we not think that drama that has occurred on this level isn't a huge part of what happened in the last year? Are we just going to act like it didn't exist? No, I do not think that it needs to come out in the episode, okay, where they are revealing their palette. I don't think that that's necessary. I absolutely 100% think that it does not belong in that. But are we just not going to address it at all? Especially when it was in the trailer. Like, that's the thing I think people are like, oh, they don't owe it to us. It was in the trailer. Toddy's video, her bi-sister video, was in the trailer. It was in the first part of all of this. We saw them sitting around in a living room watching it. So I think that it has to be addressed, or it either has to be addressed if they're not going to address it, right? Like, that's what I think has to happen. You know, to me, it's not gonna make a huge difference to me if they don't address it. What will make a huge difference to me is if they don't address why. And I think that that's a lot of what people are wanting. You know, all Shane has to do is put a thing up at the very end, and he could say, I mean, he literally could just say, we chose not to use certain footage from the series, or we chose not to address certain issues because of things we cannot talk about. If I saw that, I would be completely fine with it. I'd be like, okay, that's fine, right? But to hide behind this guise that like, oh, this is not what this series is about and whatever. Well, it was a year in Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson's life. And this was a huge thing that happened. It was a huge thing, you know? People ask all the time, why didn't Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, you know, congratulate Toddy? I get messages like every literally every hour, every couple hours from people saying Jeffree Star blocked me because I asked him something about, or I commented to him about something to do with Tati. I don't know. Allegedly, maybe Jeffree Star is blocking people that are saying something about Tati. So, you know, that whole issue's over there. Shane Dawson supposedly filmed a video with Tati, and now we haven't heard anything about that. I was also thinking, this is completely off the record, but whatever happened to Shane and Garrett and that whole like apartment that they got for a studio? I was thinking about watching this video because at the very end Garrett was in it, and I was like, whatever happened to Shane and Garrett's studio? Like, does that still exist? Do they have that apartment? Anyway, I don't know why I was thinking that. So I don't know. You know, it's interesting. Do you think that the drama needs to be addressed, or do you think that it's okay if we go Episode 7 is the behind the scenes. Episode 8 is, I don't know, then I don't know what Episode 8 is. Episode 8 would probably be where the drama is, and then Episode 9 would wrap it all up. But it seems to me almost, I don't know, like if they were gonna do it, I would have done like 20 minutes in probably Episode 4 or 5. Like, that's how I probably would have edited it in, because by now, when the palette reveal comes out, everybody would have forgotten about it. You know what I mean? Like, we would have been past that already. So then it makes me think they're probably not going to put it in there. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think that they owe it to us? Do you think that well, they don't owe us anything. I mean, like, we live in this world where we think that people owe us things. Okay, they don't owe us anything, right? They can do exactly what they want to do. I do think that this palette is going to sell out within minutes, so you better be by your computer if you want one of these palettes. I know I will be, because I'm going to try to get one for myself and get one for a giveaway. So anyway, are you guys going to buy the palette? You know, I was thinking about this last night. It's kind of, to some degree, this palette, and this is the marketing genius of this video series. If you're my age, you'll remember like the Cabbage Patch Kid, okay? Or I don't know, like what's a fad that's been around the last couple of years? You know, that you had to have this thing, like everybody had to have this thing, right? Even if you don't like love makeup or you don't love this, whatever. If you love Shane or if you love Jeffree, you have to have this thing, right? And so they've even gotten their audience like even more interested into it. So it's like this genius marketing thing, right? That it's literally like everybody is going to like wake up and be, you know, I mean, well, I mean, one person's getting married that day, so she won't be there buying her palette, but everybody else, okay, will be on their computers that day, and they'll be like dying to get a palette, you know what I mean? Will you be one of those people? Let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.